It's late in the evening. You know there's something important you should be doing right now. Maybe it's finishing a report, studying for an exam, replying to an email you've been avoiding all day. You tell yourself, I'll start in just 5 minutes. But 5 minutes turn into 30. Suddenly, you're cleaning your desk, watching videos, scrolling through your phone, doing literally anything except the one thing that matters. And the weirdest part, you know this will make tomorrow worse. So why does your brain still do it? Why does something as simple as starting a task sometimes feel physically uncomfortable? The answer is strange. Your brain might actually believe the task is a threat. Procrastination is often misunderstood. Most people think it's just bad time management or laziness, but psychologists describe procrastination differently. It's when you delay something you plan to do, even though you know it will hurt you later. And if that sounds irrational, it kind of is. But the real reason procrastination happens has less to do with productivity and more to do with how your brain handles uncomfortable emotions. Because whenever you face a task that feels difficult, boring, confusing, or stressful, your brain reacts in a surprising way. It tries to protect you from feeling bad. And that's where the problem begins. Inside your brain, two systems are constantly competing. One system cares about the future. It's the part of you that makes plans. The part that says, if I start this now, tomorrow will be easier. But another system cares about something completely different. It only cares about how you feel right now. And when a task looks stressful or overwhelming, this emotional system hits the panic button. To your brain, that uncomfortable feeling is like an alarm going off. Not a real danger, but something it still wants to escape. So instead of starting the task, your brain looks for something easier. Something that gives quick relief. Your phone. A snack. A quick video. Here's the hidden reason procrastination becomes a habit. Every time you avoid a task, your brain rewards you. The stress disappears. Your mood improves. And your brain quietly learns a dangerous lesson. Avoiding work equals feeling better. And the longer you delay the task, the bigger it feels in your mind. What started as a small task now feels huge, overwhelming, almost impossible to start. And this creates a frustrating cycle. You delay the task grows scarier. So you delay it again. But here's something surprising. The people who procrastinate the most are often not lazy at all. In fact, many of them care too much. Perfectionists are especially vulnerable. When you want something to be perfect, starting becomes risky. Because starting means you might fail. So your brain tries to protect you from that feeling by delaying the task completely. But this protection comes with a cost. Because procrastination doesn't remove the problem, it only moves it to the future. And eventually, the pressure comes back even stronger. You've probably felt this moment before. The deadline is suddenly very close. The stress kicks in. Your heart beats faster. And now you're rushing to finish something that could have been done days ago. The strange part is that once you finally start, the task often isn't as bad as you imagined. Many people report the same experience. While they're procrastinating, the task feels extremely stressful. But once they actually begin, it feels manageable. Sometimes even easy. Which reveals something important. The hardest part of most tasks is not doing them. It's starting them. And once you understand that, you can begin to break the procrastination cycle. Procrastination may feel harmless in the moment, but over time, it can create serious problems. More stress, more anxiety, more pressure before deadlines, and modern life has made it even worse. Your brain evolved in a world where distractions were rare. Today, you carry the most powerful distraction machine ever invented in your pocket. Social media, streaming platforms, endless notifications. Each one offers an instant reward, which makes starting difficult tasks even harder. But researchers have discovered something encouraging. Small changes can make procrastination much easier to overcome. One of the most effective strategies is surprisingly simple. Instead of thinking about finishing a task, focus only on starting it. Tell yourself you'll work on it for just 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes feels easy. And once you begin, momentum often takes over. Another powerful trick is breaking large tasks into tiny steps. Write the report feels overwhelming, but write the first sentence feels manageable. Your brain stops seeing the task as a threat, and the resistance fades. There's also another important habit that many people overlook: sleep. When you're tired, your brain struggles to control emotional impulses, which makes procrastination much more likely. A rested brain simply handles difficult tasks better. And finally, one of the most powerful changes you can make is surprisingly simple. Stop attacking yourself for procrastinating. Being harsh with yourself actually makes the task feel even more stressful, which pushes your brain to avoid it again. Instead, treat the mistake like a reset. Start small, take one step, and move forward. Procrastination often feels like a personal weakness, like something is wrong with you. But the truth is, it's a very human response. Your brain is simply trying to protect you from stress, discomfort, and uncertainty. The problem is that the same system that protects you can also trap you in a cycle of delay. But once you understand why it happens, the cycle becomes easier to break. Starting small, reducing the pressure, focusing on the first step instead of the entire task. These small changes can slowly retrain the way your brain responds to difficult work. Procrastination isn't something you eliminate overnight, but it is something you can learn to manage. And sometimes the biggest change begins with a simple decision. Not to finish everything today, but just to start. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't let the learning stop here. To continue unlocking your cognitive potential with logic and insight, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.